We're at Corsair, and thanks to Corsair for sponsoring us for this trip. They've got a few different things going on. First off, they have a brand new exclusive switch from Cherry MX with a very interesting actuation point. We'll take a look at that. We've got some Lua scripting going over here, and we also have a new mouse with a very special PixArt sensor. First off, check out the new keyboards, the rapid fire. All right, so we have the K70 and the K65, no K95s just yet, so if you want the side keys over here for macros, well, you're gonna have to wait just a little while for that. But right now, the actuation on this is only 1.2, so it's, you see I'm barely pushing that and then it actuates. So if you want something that's really fast, this will be the switch for you. I think this may actually frustrate typists because the actuation it's so sensitive. You could just like run your hands across very lightly and it's actuating all these keys. The full-on travel distance to the bottom is less also. These feel like reds, like these are like speed reds. That's kind of what I call them, but you know, they call them speed RGBs, but for me they feel like the Cherry MX Reds. These are going to be exclusive to Corsair for a little while. We have RGB, as you can see here, and this is using the same controller that they used in the Strafe keyboard, so it's an updated controller. You can still do the Lua scripting, you can still use your software to program this to do all kinds of stuff. This is the non-RGB version. That's it, friggin' red. All right, if you want a 10 keyless version, they also have the K65 here. And again, if you're familiar with the other keyboards, it's pretty much the same as like the Strafe, except for with the speed RGB. All right, I also want to mention that that has full-on USB pass-through right there, so that's going to be snazzy. And then back here you have your different modes. If you need to put it in, you know, different polling rates and whatnot, you got to put it in your BIOS mode. Sometimes, you know, the keyboards are not recognized by the BIOS because they're fancy or the UEFI, so you got that option well. But I love the pass-through on the back here. All right, Harry, we've got a pretty interesting custom system here. Let's talk about it.
This is a special version of the 600C that we have. Custom yellow paint job on the outside, custom window vinyl as well. It uses an inverted ATX layout, so the PSU's in the top, the motherboard's upside down inside. Puts the graphics card right up there in the spotlight. Looks great. And then for a cooling system, we've got intake in the front and exhaust in the floor in the rear.
Now, how much room do we have on the bottom? I forget, like an inch or so on the bottom?
Yeah, there's about an inch or so of clearance underneath between the feet. And that allows, even though we've got an exhaust in the floor, that allows the air to easily circulate underneath the case and escape.
All right, Harry, you've got the original mouse. This is the M65 Pro with a different sensor. What's going on here?
Right, so the M65 is Corsair's original mouse. It's the first mouse that we ever made. That's a few years old now, but people still really love the shape and the design. So what we've done is we've taken the M65, we've added RGB lighting, which was already done, and we've also added a brand new sensor. It's the PixArt 3360X.
That's the same sensor that's in the Proteus core that everyone on all the forums on the internet goes crazy about, right?
It may well be the same sensor as in that competitor's mouse.
I do like the shape of this, and also the aluminum body's quite nice on this. I know this is the mouse that Kane used for years.
Sure.
So, but I believe the version that he had was laser, and he plays Quake and everything that's competitive. So I'm going to bring him over here and show him this, because now that it's got that sensor, I think he's going to go crazy.
Yeah. Obviously with the laser sensor, you've got inherent acceleration. With an optical, there's no acceleration. It's one-to-one mapping.
Right.
12K DPI on the sensor on this, and we also have cool stuff on it, like the sniper button on the side. When you hold that in, you can set it so it can drop the DPI to a really low setting, so you can line up those perfect shots. We also got a weight system in the base as well, so you can adjust the weight of the mouse to suit your preference. It is a heavier mouse, so that's good for people who might want to find something a little bit of a compromise on the weight.
So it uses the same software, obviously, as the keyboards. It works together with that. And,
yep, you can link the lighting too, which is really cool. So if you have a lighting effect on the keyboard, you can have it either mirrored on the mouse, use Corsair Link, or you can have a completely different lighting effect on the mouse to the keyboard. You just want it to be a solid color and the keyboard to do crazy stuff, you could do that too.
And using an ARM processor in here?
No, it's just, I don't believe so. I think it's just a standard. I couldn't tell you that one, I'm afraid.
All right. We'll double check on that.
It's not complicated enough to need an ARM processor. Right. It's only got 3 LEDs.
Right, okay.
All right, again, so this is called Moving Hazard. It's a very interesting game where we run around and blow things up. Mostly zombies, but it's also a PvP, so you're kind of blowing people up and zombies. I'm gonna die. I died. Okay, so, as you can see, the keyboard is now red because I am dead. Red equals dead, and now it's live. So, this up here is my health bar. These are my weapons. You can see that they're green because I still have them. I have ammo for them. This is a suppressor key where it's like a noisemaker. This is your grenade. They have created a really interesting interaction with the game. I'm not sure how I feel about it because I want to look at the game, but I want to look at the keyboard at the same time.
Well, I mean, I guess you don't have to look at the keyboard, but it's kind of interesting that it's there. In a dark environment, I would imagine that the amount of red glow, you may start getting used to it. And I mean, once you notice that you're the red glow is almost gone.
Yeah, and there's a lot of interesting things that they've already done. Like I said, you've got health bar across the top. As you get killed, your health bar disappears. When you die,
I want to see this thing go down. Go get hurt.
as I throw things out like this,
There goes your health.
there goes my ammo is almost gone, which is why this is blinking. There's my health. It's starting
You
to,
picked up,
and now I'm dead.
and you're dead.
So the earlier version of the API allows them to do this kind of stuff. Later versions of the API is going to have like reactive functionality. So as I'm getting hit, it might splash from the direction. But that being said, they've already got a little bit of stuff going on like that. So pay attention to the keypad. As I'm going to find some zombies, you're going to see a proximity alarm. So this is like a sonar or a sensor kind of function. So there you go. Zombies are in front of me, shooting me. I'm dead again.
And you're dead again.
But as you get into the zone of where there's something near you, it'll point you in the direction of where they are.
So is the game fun by itself, aside from everything else?
I think so. I mean, this game itself is kind of hilarious.
Cool. So Lua scripting put to good use. Your health is about to go away. Your health is almost... Oh, you're dead.